Hello, it's Alex from Push Square here, and I'm here with another live stream, this time in Mafia 3, which has come out today. It's an open world, third-person game, very similar to Grand Theft Auto and the ilk. What I've played so far doesn't seem to be too much different from what you'd expect for that sort of game. It's the third entry in a long-running series, which is going about 14 years now. I think 2002 was the first game that came out in the series, and it's from a kind of a new developer at the helm, I guess, of this particular franchise, Hangar 13. It's got a bit of an interest. I guess the most interesting thing about it, when stacked up against the other Grand Theft Auto-esque games, is that the setting of this title is set, it's 1968. So in the south, in a city called New Bordeaux, which is very much like New Orleans, and it has a lot of the racial tension of the era going on in it. You're this character, Lincoln Clay, who is just back from Vietnam, tries to help out some friends he has in the black mafia, who then fall afoul of the Italian mob, and he ends up getting shot in the head. And now he's out for revenge, and wants to basically take out all the people that have killed his friends and left him for dead. So we'll have a bit of a run around, and I'll tell you a little bit more about what kind of what's going on in this game in particular. Let me know if you can't hear any sound on the stream. I had a bit of a problem with this game earlier, streaming sound, so let me know if there is an issue. Hopefully there won't be. One of the good things that you won't hear on the sound of this stream is the excellent licensed soundtrack from the era. Lots of stuff like Rolling Stones, Johnny Cash, Steppenwolf, and the like. So unfortunately, because I don't want to get copyright strikes left, right, and centre on this video, I've put the music sound all the way down. What's sort of like the objective in these sections is that you've got to do damage to the operations of the other gangs in different areas. So if I show you the area, so I'm in this area, which is called, what's it called again? The Delray Hollow. So I've got a couple of objectives here where I'm basically trying to take out the smack operations of the Dixie Mafia. So in the case of this one, I've got to what have I got to do? Got to interrogate someone, if I remember correctly. There's an interrogation there, and there's my friend Donovan, who's my eyes and ears. He's a former friend of yours from Vietnam who's part of the CIA, and quite why he's helping you, I'm not quite sure. It never really kind of goes into too much detail. So you've got detective vision, or whatever they're calling it in this game. I'm not seeing what it's called, so you can see where the enemies are. There's a lot of stealth. You can stealth people, but I don't really want to finesse this. So I've got interrogate informers to gather intel on racket and racket bosses. Get him to spill what he knows, isolate an informant from his crew, or chase him to his car and drive like a madman. Well, I think that's just a trick.
There's all kinds of dope over at the church. If you destroy it, the boss is gonna lose a lot of money.
Let's recruit him. So yeah, he's a very angry man. So you see in the top left, I've done some damage to the operation. It's gone down from 20,000 to 19,850. As I said, it plays very much like this sort of game, insofar that there's got things like this, so you can call in someone to bring you guns. I think that's how you do it. Or I can do it. Should be the way. There we go. I'll bump up the sound on the game a little bit. Yeah, let's put the volume up. It's not a loud game. That should help things. So yeah, very much like this sort of Grand Theft Auto game where you can
See anything you need? Show me what you got.
buy guns out the back of a truck. So refill the ammo on my shotgun.
Done deal. I'm out of here.
That'll do the trick. So what's the next thing we need to do? So we need to destroy the heroin. There's a bit there where it said that if you kill enforcers to lower the difficulty. What are these things? That's one of the collectibles looking at it. Ah yes, the collectibles. As with the Mafia 2, it has Playboy issues for you to collect, so you can... Yeah, enough of that. So I don't know how I feel about those being in the game, but they're there again, if that was something you enjoyed. Right, so go and steal a car. While I was reading up on this game, I found out quite an interesting fact about the second Mafia game. Apparently, it held the Guinness World Record at one point for the most swear words in a video game. It was beaten a little bit later by apparently Grand Theft Auto 5 is now the new record holder. So go figure. Let's park a bit out of the way. So we'll loop around, try and catch them unawares. As I said, there's a stealth mechanics in this, so stealth takedowns, so can't climb that. So there's usually a few ways into places. It doesn't look like that. There's going to be a way around this way. But yeah, you can stealthily take people out and complete objectives without being seen. Or you can go in and blast your way through, which is... It's been quite satisfying. The gunplay has a nice feel to it. Yeah, let's take the covert approach.
Huh? Ain't nothing good about that.
You can use a whistle to get him to come to you. So if you have any questions in the chat, feel free to ask away, and I'll do my best to help clarify anything for you. One thing to note is the AI is dumb in this game. They are not clever at all. So as a result, you can run circles around them quite easily.
Huh. Congratulations.
Like I need another goddamn...
Like you whistle and one will come over.
on the goddamn pill, but she's too Catholic for that.
You know what? You're better off doing like I do. Get off at the cat house.
There's one there. There's one there. So let's loop around. Seems to be limited range on your vision, so you do have to keep checking. One of the funny things about this is there's actually an option in the menu here where you can turn off the brutality, the melee takedowns. You can change them between lethal and non-lethal. I'm playing on medium difficulty with low aim assist on the shooting at the moment on this, so you can select the difficulty but also the aim assist level. Review wise, not sure how long it's going to take. I think it's going to be a while. I'm not actually reviewing it, so whoever's picking it up, which I think it might be editor Rob Ramsey doing it, it will depend on how quickly he gets through the game, but it seems like there's a fair bit of content. Ooh. Dear. I said they are stupid. Yes, I am reading the comments to the person in chat who asked if I am or not. It's on a separate screen, so I do have to look over occasionally. So is there anyone else in here? I think we have. I don't know if the difficulty scales with the or the smartness, I guess, of the AI scales with the difficulty. I've not tried it, but I don't think they're going to be. Like I said, they seem to not really pay much attention to you. It's insofar that I also had two guys sat at a bar on bar stools next to each other, and I did it to each one after each other. Oh, come in.
Welcome.
I said this, the gunplay is very satisfying. There's a nice sound to the guns, and when you hit them, they go down really, really nicely. Which sounds a bit sadistic, doesn't it? But I do like a good stagger animation. It's an odd way to be destroying drugs, isn't it? I thought you'd burn them. So there we go, we've done the damage. Some cash here we can take. Some more cash. Oh, and a collectible. I think I found all the pictures in this area. Yeah, it does play quite nicely for what I've done so far. I'd say nothing that stands out as being, you know, exceptional or unique outside of the setting, and the acting's quite good. Any more left out here? Ooh. Interrogate their pushers now. I think I've done here. The damage has been done. Steal their car. The acting so far has been actually pretty good in this. I've liked all the voice acting. There's been some good characters. The opening kind of tutorial sections turned out to be pretty good from that perspective. Really good scene setting, a bit more linear, less open world, but really did enjoy it. It really kind of got me into it. I guess one thing I have seen that's unique is the sat nav they've got in the game, where it puts up these virtual road signs so you know which way you've got to turn. So yeah, if you're just joining me, I'm Alex from Push Square, and I'm doing a live stream of Mafia 3. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel. There's loads of great stuff on there outside of our live streams. There's a lot of stuff up about PlayStation VR at the moment, 'cause that's obviously the new hotness. I'll also go interrogate that guy.
I just see it is. Welcome. Run that motherfucker out of here.
Oops.
Damn that bitch.
Oh, good shot, mate. Thought I'd try the hand-to-hand combat, see if that worked. Clearly not. So one of the things in it, when you die, you lose the money you have in your wallet. And if any of you accumulate, you drop off at a safe house if you want to keep it for longer term usage. So there's a little bit of a risk to it, but not too much, because it tends to drop you pretty much back where you were at the objective you were about to do. So yeah, I lost $2,000.
This is where they buried me 200 years ago.
Maybe now we can find some peace.
I don't.
Gonna need to find a car now. Never when you need one. There you go, I'll take this one.
Sorry, I gotta borrow this.
Get your damn hands off me.
God, there's a bit of a knackered car, isn't it? Yeah, I think Mr. Nice Guy says to use a weapon next time. Yeah, I think that's probably a fair thing to do. Though it was a coffee shop, I didn't want to just go in guns blazing. But I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it? You know, I am out for
Don't like the way you looking at
revenge after all.
back the way you came.
We welcome.
Where's he going? Oh, he's getting away.
I'm fucking trapped, y'all.
Oh, there he is. Didn't get away very far, did he? Oh.
I need the police. Please, hurry.
If any of y'all in the mood, I got a report of an armed colored boy in the hollow.
Is it better? I've been asked in the chat, is it better than True Crimes Streets of LA, was it? God, that's an old game. That was not a great game in my opinion. It was one of those early, also ran open world games, wasn't it? I remember being quite limited in kind of how much content there actually was to it.
No shit's bad, boy.
Pull over, I want to beat the hell out of you.
All units, search is called off. Repeat, abandoned search. Return to patrol.
Oh dear, that wasn't good. I ran right into the police car. Yeah, that was not a good outcome for that, was it? Oh, they just hit a tyre, heard it go.
All units, suspect sighted in Frisco Field.
I can definitely feel it as well.
Violent physical altercation has been reported in Frisco Fields. Primary suspect is described as a large, colored male. All units converge.
Come on, get in.
All units, suspect has entered a vehicle.
I get the feeling this is gonna not end well for me. I don't think the tyres are any tyres left on this car now. It is sliding all over the shop.
All units, negative visual on suspect. Repeat, visual contact lost.
Well, I'm amazed I got out of that as relatively unscathed as I did. I'm seriously concerned for whether this car is going to stay together for the duration of this chase.
You don't shit the bed, boy.
Come on.
Don't you fucking move.
You out of your goddamn mind?
You're gonna tell me.
You know,
Drive dangerously to scare the informant.
Baby was Tanner, you stupid son of a bitch.
reported in Frisco Field. Suspect is described as a colored male. All units, please respond immediately.
Look out!
That seems like a good way. Get up to speed on the freeway. There we go. That's doing the trick, isn't it?
I ain't dying for you, asshole.
Stop wasting my fucking time.
Slow down! Slow down! Slow the fuck down!
Talk to me, asshole.
And there we go.
Got a scuttle forces dealing around the hull.
Let's recruit him as well. Get out of the car.
All units, pursuit is called off. Abandon search and return to patrol. Repeat, pursuit is called off. Abandon search and return to patrol.
All I do is turn around. So yeah, I think this looks like a really nice game actually. There's some quite... We've got the usual fogging, but it doesn't look quite as obvious as you see in other games. I think I got quite far away from where I was operating in that chase. Actually, let's take a look at where I am. God, I didn't get quite away. So this is the open world. As far up as there. There's some bayous down the bottom. This is so I ended up right over the side of the map. This car has definitely seen better days. The car handling so far has some nice kind of weight to it. The cars drift quite well. They feel heavy, which I guess is what the American cars. I guess what I view as a European of American cars of the day was that they were very big and not very manoeuvrable. Don't want to hit a police car again. Bad times if you hit a police car. There's my safe house, or one of them. The scene of the heinous act that put you on this path to for revenge. We want to kill a lot of people. Oh, what am I doing? I need to check out actually what I should be doing here. So I need to let's have a look. Kill an enforcer. Kill another enforcer. I think it definitely might be a guns blazing situation here. Right. Do this one first. What if we can run him over? Probably need some guns, so let's see if I can spend some of my hard-earned cash.
Can you send supplies to Del Rey Hollow?
I'll head your way now.
Wake the hell up!
It's always the way with these vans in these games, isn't it? They drive like a madman.
Show me what you got.
See what have we got. Quite a few different weapons and upgrades. Looking at that. It's a bit too rich. That's silenced. No, I don't think it is. Must be a silenced handgun here. Ah, yes. Not unlocked yet, so I get a better shotgun. No, can't afford them either. Too poor. Let's go with this.
Hope you're happy with that. See you later.
I'm just gonna go in guns blazing, I think, this time.
Mama's dead. I already done told you that.
She ain't dead.
Oh, sorry.
Talked to her last week.
Just shut the hell up about Mama, all right? Ain't coming back.
Stay in line.
What? Who's over there?
Oh, this might have actually worked out quite well in my favour. I'm getting to come round this corner. Yeah.
Stop moving around.
You could kick some.
Let's go to hell. He ain't gonna know.
Fuckers down here. He's over here. Get him.
That sentry over there. Don't know if it is or not. Doesn't look like it, does it? See in the book behind it.
Nothing doing. Maybe I'll try over.
No, not in here. Just down. Oh, there he is. Found you. Okay, that's one down. I shall go back and get the cash because we always do some more. Some more money. A sniper rifle.
We have to get out of here.
And there we go. Where's the next one? It's up there. Don't follow the laws of the road, just... I'm coming through, get out of the way. And here we are at the next one. One of your underbosses just generated kickback for the first time. Some money, essentially. Looks like there's a bit of a management element to it. That. What I need to try out are these. Some voodoo dolls apparently you can throw down as a distraction, so I think I need to try one of those out.
I'll track down that sound. 65, 75, 100. Damn, run!
Oh, there you go. Some red barrels. Come on, show me your head. Please. Ah, wrong weapon for the job, really.
Don't you inbred motherfuckers leave me! doing my job.
There's a health kit in here, or adrenaline, I guess it's called in this. Could always do with some. So now I've done all the damage I could to the smack racket. I've got to talk to Donovan, and we should be able to unlock the next boss we can kill. So any questions in the chat you want to know about this game? I'll do my very best to answer them, albeit with my limited knowledge of a few hours playing it. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the Push Square channel, because there's loads of other great videos you can watch. Right, let's go and find Donovan. It's a shame that the YouTube rules mean I'll get copyright striked if I played the soundtrack that this game has, all the radio stations, because there's a lot of really great 60s tracks on there. I've really enjoyed listening to it, which is a real shame that we're driving around and not hearing any of it.
I've been listening in on old Charlie. He isn't such a bad fellow. He's more of a kinder, gentler redneck. And as luck would have it, his wife is expecting.
Man in that situation usually doesn't care who he works for, as long as he's still above ground.
Poor Sap starts blubbering when the two of them talk about names. Right now, it's between Bocephus and Thomas Lee. Anyway, his guys have the church locked down, and all of them are more of the shoot first, let God sort them out variety of redneck. You get your hands on Charlie, though. He'll do what he's told without putting up much of a fuss. All your intel's been updated.
You going back to the motel?
After I get something to eat, I'll see you when you're done dealing with these inbred assholes.
That's a lot of them. Okay, so if you wiretap them, you can turn them in your favour rather than kill them. So the first one who was doing the prostitution I killed, so
How you doing?
let's try and find a better approach. Or do we just go all guns blazing? It's always worthwhile thinning the herd, isn't it? So he's actually not in the church, he's round the back. Aha! Could there be another way in? Maybe not. Ah, there is. Here. Is it the old whistle trick?
What?
Yeah, let's try that. Come on over here, dummy. I've got a big blade waiting for you. Let's move a bit further out of the way. I don't want to get seen.
What do you think George will do if he finds out all our dealers are getting hit?
He'll kill Richie for sure. Probably Charlie and Merle too.
Fuck. Comes to that, my ass is vanishing. George will never find me out there in that swamp.
Charlie called in all the boys. We're good. Just need to hunker down and wait for that nigger to come to us.
Yeah, the N word is used quite a bit in this. At the start of the game, it comes up with a kind of a page from the developers saying that they thought it was important that they represented the era in all warts and all, I guess. That there was a lot of bad stuff going on, and that it was wrong to, I guess, dismiss it. Some more adrenaline. Oh, was this where I was earlier? Oh, it was, wasn't it? It's where I beat all the... Criminal risk can increase.
Y'all settled on a name yet?
Was thinking about Thomas Lee after my old man.
That's got a nice ring to it.
This shit with us getting hit doesn't get settled. My boy might wind up being named something else.
Nah, it won't come to that. The boys will take care of it. You'll see.
As I said, not the cleverest. That'll do the trick. That's what I was after. I'm gonna recruit you.
And you might live long enough to raise your family.
Okay, sure thing. Whatever you want.
That's good, Charlie. Real good.
And another racket becomes mine. So I assign that to my associate.
Send your men to the First Baptist Church. Those Dixie heathens have been handled.
I'll have some of my men come right over. And thanks.
That is a badass scar he's got on the side of his head for where he got shot in it earlier on in the game. Run someone over. This is the interesting framing for the game. It uses it as like a documentary looking back on what happened. So yeah, so I think it's an interesting framing mechanic. Every now and again it kind of kicks in and gives you a little vignette of characters in the game, older, talking about what's happened. Improved accuracy. Improved my accuracy with all firearms.
See what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't tease her.
What's the next thing? Talk to Cassandra. This is the leader of the Haitian gang. Right, so this bringing out the biggest of the Dixie Mafia that we've got to take out. Right, so to get to the top guy, you have to take out all the people in the various territories. I guess the concern I have at this stage is that as much as I like the presentation, the setting, the soundtrack, which a bit you can't hear, I get the feeling this might be a bit repetitious in terms of, you know, going through each area, doing the rackets. Unless there's a lot of variety in what you're doing on those, then it might be a little bit, I don't know, disappointing. Oop, where did I leave my car? Left it in the road, didn't I? And it's gone. I guess I'll steal this one. Oh! Okay, well, you're not calling the police. Yeah, not calling the police on me. Well, God, no, I thought I said 94,000 I had in cash, but I clearly didn't. It was 4,000. I have some cash to collect some. I think I did, didn't I? Or maybe not. I think I might need to refill my ammo. Actually, no, I'm alright. Oh, is this water? And we're in. Had to be a specific time of day.
I got a bad sense about this, man. Richie needs to work his shit out with Georgie.
Well, he ain't got no fucking choice. Cause if he don't, we fuck like your mama on prom night.
For sure, man, for sure. Well, better get back to it for Bobby's.
All right, then. Watch your ass down there.
I think I'll have this. Actually, no, I'll take that gun. I have no idea if the increase of difficulty affects the AI. I'd say generally no. I think it's probably just a damage base. That tends to be how most games do it. And I think the AI in this is just not the cleverest, which makes stealth very, well, a lot easier than it normally would in this sort of game.
Can't piss off that many niggers and not expect some kind of response.
It's one cool. Fuck this.
After all the fucking up Richie done, could be George's boys.
Huh?
What could come over? Don't fancy getting stabbed.
What?
I ain't giving up that easy.
You just wouldn't, would you? I don't know.
Welcome to Baron Saturday's Fun Park. We're sure happy to have you with us today. So put your troubles aside and enjoy yourself. You never know what that dirty old Baron's got waiting for you round the corner. Ooh-wee.
Who's over there?
Guess it'd be nice to have a bit more variety to the takedowns. Got to get in the right range.
not here. Move on.
I do feel like I'm kind of abusing the mechanic of the whistling. It does say that's how you're supposed to use it.
Now on your ride, we got the Carnival Carousel. A nice place for you boys and girls to stay out of trouble. But if you're one of those adventurous types, you might want to head over and meet the meanest gators this side of the bayou on the Crazy Gator roller coaster. But be careful now. I hear those boys sure do love dark meat.
What do we do now? We wait. Richie knows what he's doing. He'll work things out. You really believe that? I have to.
Can't see anyone.
Welcome to the Bone Rattler. Ain't much resting in peace going on here.
I didn't mean to get mixed up in all this shit.
Bit late for a second
To
guessing
ensure
now.
a safe ride, keep your hands, arms, and legs inside
Some adrenaline, you never have too much.
and keep an eye on them kitties now, you hear? Enjoy the ride, y'all. Hooray!
Oh crap. Oh well.
Y'all would fucking shoot him!
Hey, motherfucker! Get over this blind spot! Yeah, burn!
Alright, let's try.
Taking the shot!
Give a Molotov cocktail.
Wait a second. Incoming!
A bit more exciting, isn't it, than luring people to corners. Oh, Christ. That's some pretty bad shooting.
Ah, shit! I'm fucking hurt! I'm hit! Ah, shit! I'm fucking hurt! Can't get out from under this! Get me out of here!
At least that was exciting. Let's get the trench gun. Oh, no, that's the wrong cover.
Go see if he's still in the bone rattler.
Yeah, come in here. There's a lot of gunfire and it suddenly went very quiet, but I'm sure everything's fine. You have to even the odds with a bit of whistling. Smack. I prefer the trench gun. A bit of sniping. Okay.
Now I get to whoop you.
He ain't gonna know what hit.
Trench gun back. Fair bit of accuracy for pistols they're shooting, aren't they?
Finish this, motherfucker.
Oh, Daddy's wild ride is the wildest ride in the country. Hop on in and go for a spin. When you're back on solid ground, head on over to Dr. Yaya's Confections for an ice-cold huckabuck. Ooh, that's good.
Shit!
Looks like you want to tussle.
Well, folks, you may... Yeah. And Lord have mercy upon us. 'Cause there ain't a prettier sight than the view from the top. But don't take my word for it.
Guess this is what might be classed as a set piece mission, so possibly structure wise it's looking like you have the side content where you get the rackets out of the way and then you come for your set piece battle against the head of a gang.
Well, I just happen to have one. So why don't you sit for a spell and have a listen to my tale
Motherfucker.
about that devil beast.
Oh there, God, there he is.
It all began in a small Negro village deep in the bayou, far outside our civilized city. It was a place where slaves ran the hides of the world, and hope took all home. But something else called this place home. Something evil, and it was watching, waiting. Now say what you will about the life of a slave, but those days brought the Negro folk A great fear took hold of folks, and a name was whispered throughout the village. The Rougarou. A man-beast covered in fur, a mouth of razors with claws to match. Many Negro men went hunting the Rougarou, but none of them returned. Desperate to fend off that beast, the simple-minded folks scoured the banks of the bayou with voodoo dolls. Horrific things made of human bones and hair. They tasted as blood.
We will find you, cocksucker. Believe that.
Not one bit. And some say things got worse. Much worse. The hero they needed came in the form of a young priest, Father Michael.
Behind some cover, I think.
Lost sheep who'd gone astray and killed
Oh, crappy camera.
but in the end returned to the village.
That's a bit.
I got that son bitch.
I like they go down quite quickly.
The fear-filled villagers ran far from the beast. Screams. Father Michael ran forward, determined that whether it be him or the Rougarou, only one would survive. In the end, not even the Rougarou could defeat a man of God. A man of God where he belongs. With the guidance of Father Michael, the villagers cast off their
There's some adrenaline, I think. And there we go. Barry in the chat has asked if it's worth $60. I mean, it's a very well polished open world crime game like Grand Theft Auto. So if you're after that sort of thing, it probably is. If you're after something that's doing something different, what I've seen so far, I don't think it's that. It's got a good setting. Yeah, but Barry in the chat says he's worried it's going to get repetitive. I think that's a real concern. I think the content where you have to do the take down the rackets, get the gang on the ropes, so you can then do the set piece battle at the end against the head of the gang, has the potential to get repetitive. So I think if you've got a concern, it might become that. I don't think it's for you. But apart from that, it's a good one of those in terms of Grand Theft Auto sort of game. So you could do a lot worse. But with so much coming out in October that looks great, don't know whether it should be top of your list or not. Now, obviously my views are based on a few hours of playing, and you're better off, I guess, waiting for the full reviews to come out. So maybe don't rush out and get it. Wait and see what Push Square and other outlets think, and then make a decision based on what the final verdict comes in at. So I think it's probably worth leaving it there. I think it gives you a good idea what the game's about. We've gone through a cycle of taking a gang out, so you can see what the kind of the gameplay loop is. I think it's an alright game. I think it's perfectly fine. I don't think it's doing anything particularly new. So take what you will from that. I guess, as I said before, one thing that is missing from it is absolutely fantastic is the soundtrack, which I unfortunately can't play on YouTube for fear of copyright strikes. So I suggest you go and check all that out, because it has like Rolling Stones, Johnny Cash, Steppenwolf, Dusty Springfield, that sort of thing on it. So definitely one of the better soundtracks out there, very atmospheric. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Alex from pushsquare.com. Please head over to the site and check out what we've got going on over there, and on our YouTube channel, which if you can subscribe and like this video, it'd be brilliant. And please check in on the rest of the videos we've got up. There's lots of PSVR content up at the moment in terms of impressions of the hardware and a review of the few games that the embargoes have lifted on. There'll be more, I guess, over the next week or so in the run-up to its launch, where we will get to look at a few more games. But thank you so much for joining me, and you can find me at Alex Stinson on Twitter if you should wish to follow me, and keep an eye out for the next live streams. So once again, thanks for joining me. You've been great as ever, and I'll see you all later.